Right then, I've just made myself a coffee. Don't know why I'm showing you. Just made me a coffee, and it's a bit hot. So I thought, while it's cooling down, I'll show you up here that I've mentioned a few times. I've been up here once or twice, me sent to get some little twigs to get the fire going for the midges. Oh, it's a hill. I should have brought my trekking poles. Now look at this. Wow. That is one beautiful, amazing tree. That really is awesome. And that's just a part of a branch that's fell off. But absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Oh, this is the thingy at the top of the hill. As the churchyard, the graveyard, or KAYAK yard, or whatever you think they say KAYAK in Scotland. But yeah, it's actually, I mean, the fence is broke here, right? But it's definitely put a bit of wire on. It's meant to be sealed off, so you're not meant to go in, even though it looks like people have got in, because it's just that people destroy them. So I'll show respect. Somebody's put a fence up for a reason, so I won't go in. But yeah, right above my campsite, look, I'm down there. Just there. Yeah, I've been coming round for some of these little branches and shit and stuff. I'll just let you have a quick look round while we're up here. Oops. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful up here. I'll grab a few more of these twigs on the way down. I know you can walk all the way down and across. Look, there's part of the lock, and you can cut through somehow and rummage your way through, but what's the point in that? And also I'm going to grab a few of these, take down with me for the fire while I'm here. Should have brought my gloves. Yeah, also, while I remember, there's an actual little sort of a path through there. The only problem is it comes to a sort of like a dip, and it is thick mud. So I think some water's run off it from somewhere, but it's just absolutely thick mud. So no, but it is quite pretty up here. In fact, it's very pretty up here. Local graveyard near me. I often go visit it, in a matter of speaking. I walk right through it once or twice a day sometimes. So to answer the question, no, it don't bother me. I look at it this way: what have I done? What have they done? We're all different. It was a bit choppy on the water today. You've probably seen that clip already, but on the way back round I could feel it pushing and pulling me. It was a wee bit choppy. I've even had to drop the tarp a bit because that wind's picked up. I've just lowered it on a slight angle. Can't light the fire yet, but don't need to. plenty of bits for that. But whoa, don't need to light the fire yet, because oops, wrong way. Yeah, let's just go up a bit. Yeah, I don't know if you'll see out, but it doesn't matter. Only be a second now. In case you're wondering, I think I've probably mentioned half this stuff before anyhow. The fire, it's not to keep me warm, it's not for cooking on or like that. It's literally, I've got gas cookers and stuff, it's literally just for the midges. Well, with it being windy, there's no midges at the moment. But the other day when I spent the day in, so to speak, didn't even go out on the water, from getting up to going to bed, there was thousands of midges. I lit the fire, I'd say about, I don't know, 7 AM, I lit that fire. And I did not pour water on it until about 9:30. Just started to get a bit dusky, so I went into the tent, because I've got some downloaded films, you get me? You see, I don't see the point in just sitting outside at night in front of the fire. Yeah, I just, you know what I mean? I just don't see the point, you get me? I'd rather make sure the fire's out, everything's packed away that needs to be packed away, and then I can get in the tent and relax and watch a film I've downloaded or something. Oh, tell you about a film I downloaded real quick, right? It's called Wild, right? Wild. It's about a woman backpacking. Now, I know a lot of people will think that sounds boring, but there's big stories behind the story. It reminded me of Forrest Gump. You know, like Forrest Gump, it's about this one guy, but yet there's all these other stories about his life. Well, that's what this is. It's this one woman backpacking. She's brand new, never done it before in her life, which is quite funny at the beginning. But it's all these different things that led her to that moment in time. All these different tragedies and stuff, and you know what I mean. But it's really good. It's a good film. I really enjoyed it actually. Watched that last night. Well, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here actually, because I think this is my third day. Yeah, this is day 3. Day 3. Yeah, this is day 3, and it could become up to day 5. But yeah, I don't know yet. I'm keeping a check on the wind and stuff, because when the tide, well, it's not really a tide, but when the wind blows and the water moves different down, when I've got a fully loaded boat, I do not want a cross tide. I don't want the lock running crosswards in the wind to me. Basically like it is now. I don't want that when I've got a fully loaded boat, because it'll be a pain in the bum. Because I told you I've got loads, way too much gear. But as I've said, this is a holiday. I'm not moving from camp to camp, so I brought some luxuries. You get me? Brought a load of little luxuries, even as far as a little kettle, right? A little kettle, which is a luxury, because if you like whatever camping, you just have like a cup that you boil the water in, you drink out of it, you eat out of it, you do everything out of it. Whereas I've got all pots and pans and all sorts of bits and pieces you can't see down there. I've got my big saucepan down there, and I brought a load of luxuries. Almost like bloody car camping really, but car camping in a kayak. But yeah, so I don't want to be fully loaded in a big heavy boat with a side wind. So it all depends on what's what. But yeah, definitely be coming back again though. And I think I mentioned this, so I did mention it. I was just going to mention the sleeping bag. Yeah, definitely need. You see, my sleeping bag, right? It's for spring, summer. But you'd assume I mean, it's May. It's been like 70, 80 degrees during the day, so that's spring, summer, isn't it? Well, it's spring. It's spring anyhow. It's not quite summer yet. It's spring. And it's been really hot days while I've been here, but at the same time, getting some cold nights. So, a friend of mine says to us, right, if you're buying a sleeping bag, even for summer, buy the thickest, winteriest, -50, -20 type thing sleeping bag you can get. And I thought, well, what's the point in frigging that? You know what I mean? Middle of summer and you've got a -20 sleeping bag. But as he says, you can open it up, you can get on top of it, but it's there to climb into if you need it. And I wish I had a winter sleeping bag with me instead of my spring summer one. You get me? So, I mean, I do like that sleeping bag though, because it's nice and wide and you can really move about in it and stuff. But even with the fleece inside, the fleece lining, it's still bloody cold. I was last night. I won't be tonight though. I'm pre-preparing tonight. Gonna make sure I've got everything on, so to speak. Oh, it's the chair squeaking again. I mentioned that in another video. Right, this one's done then for today, and yeah, gonna leave this one here and see what happens, what's coming up next. Okay,